Namaste, welcome to another video, Great Minds, Great Quotes. And the topic is existence. Existence can be a very simple topic and very complicated. Simple in the sense that the moment I say anything, I have to exist. So I am existence. If nothing else exists, I exist. Of course, if nothing else exists, I probably won't exist. But just imagine, if there is nothing and you are there, you exist, even if nothing else exists. But we are also aware that not only I exist, but the other also exists. And many, many others. The whole nature, the whole universe. It exists. Existence cannot be denied. What can be questioned and try to find answer is what exists. Existence is there, but what is existence, why it exists, what it is made of, what controls it, what enables it, where does the knowledge for existence to be created comes from, all those things humanity has been trying to search and find answers for centuries. Here are few attempts. The first one is by Nisargadatta Maharaj. You must realize first of all that you are the proof of everything, including yourself. None can prove your existence because this existence must be confirmed by you first. So as I was mentioning in my comments before I began quoting, existence must be confirmed by you first. You must confirm that you exist. Everything else comes later. So you must realize first of all that you are the proof of everything. You are the proof that you are seeing, you are experiencing, you are feeling. You are the proof. So you must exist first. You are the proof of your own existence and everything that you experience. None can prove your existence because his existence must be confirmed by you. Now this is a little bit going beyond, is that exists. That existence also I am proving by my own existence. The book in my hand is here, it exists because it's in my hand. You are seeing my picture on the screen, so that screen exists. That also I'm proving. And you may be listening to me and you also exist. So my existence is proving a lot of things. Similarly, your existence, just discover, imagine what your existence is proving. That's a good question. This quotation raises a very interesting question. Thomas Carlyle says, "The world embarrasses me, and I cannot dream that this watch exists and has no watchmaker." So this is a very traditional, eternal observation that if something is there, there must be a creator. Of course, many people say that it may be self-created. So you don't need a creator as a force, as an individual, omniscient, omnipotent being, but the laws based on which creation takes place. So there are rules and laws of nature, of science, that if this thing happens, something will happen. Like chemistry, you mix two chemicals and some third one appears. You mix two minerals and a third one is created. So similarly, sun is there, it creates energy and heat and makes flowers makes flowers bloom. So there may be nobody making flowers bloom, but the nature is making it happen. So maybe there is a combination. Maybe there is an original impulse of intelligence, energy, and followed by a expansion or a diversification, further articulation, and further formulation of laws of nature based on which creation will continue to evolve. In other words, it's maybe for some may be easy, for some may be hard to imagine that a God-like person or a person like God actually is creating one thing at a time. I'm not sure that is happening, but I feel, and I don't know what you feel, I feel that there is some force, there is knowledge, there is consciousness and energy which is regulated based on certain natural laws. And those natural laws are moving the energy and consciousness to create. That's all I can say on that topic. And I have a couple more and I'll come back. This one by J.W. Richards. The same narrow circumstances that allows us to exist also provides us with the best overall setting for making scientific discoveries. What he means by same narrow circumstances that allows us to exist. I think this concept is similar to another scientific concept and discussion in many books, is that the Goldilocks principle is that how lucky and special we are that if the circumstances and situations were slightly different, we won't exist. In other words, our existence is like a privileged planet. The concept has been there. There is also a book called Privileged Planet and documentary films, that our planet is so privileged, it is not too close, not too far from the sun. Its rotation, presence of a large moon compared to the size of the planet Earth, and the presence of all the resources, and the position of our solar system in the Milky Way galaxy. If the solar system was much closer to the center, we may not exist, or if it was much farther, we may not exist. It's in a relatively quieter region where there aren't too many other solar systems to collide and destroy or merge. So all this disturbance, and there are dozens of other conditions that are met. So it's a privileged situation, it's a special situation, very narrow circumstances that we exist. That should make us feel very special, right? So the same narrow circumstances that allows us to exist also provide the best setting for making scientific discoveries and, I'm adding now, grow and evolve further. So the situation may be narrow, but it does not prevent potential for further growth and for further evolution into a super life form. This one by Nisargadatta Maharaj has a little bit different twist to the concept of existence. By itself, nothing has existence. Interesting. By itself, nothing has existence. Everything needs its own absence in order to exist. In other words, we notice our existence because few million or a billion years ago, there were no humans like us. Then we came, so we recognize our existence. Suppose solar system did not exist, Can you say solar system exists? No, it doesn't exist. But it exists because there was an option for its non-existence. For example, if there was no darkness, only light, you may not even notice that light exists. When there is darkness and light comes, then you notice and observe its existence. So you can extrapolate the same concept in other fields as well. This quotation by Rumi, of course, hinting toward mystic experience. Break the wine glass and walk toward the glass blower's breath. You know how glass is made, hot liquid glass, they blow air and it grows and creates a hollow space, etc. So, a simple way. The glass blower's breath, of course, now there is not a person blowing, it's all done mechanically. So, break the wine glass and walk toward the glass blower's breath. I think this is a hint toward moving from object to the source of object, source of its creation, the components, the constituents of its creation, and how those were made, and so on and so forth. So this is a journey of intellectual thirst for knowledge and knowing the origin and the ultimate goal of material existence. Here's the last one, which is again from Nisargadatta Maharaj, a great thinker, philosopher and teacher. Before anything can come into being, there must be something to whom it comes. All appearances and disappearances presuppose a change against some changeless background. So this basically suggests the background on which change appears. The previous quote was that absence proves something's existence. So all appearances and disappearances presuppose a change against some changeless background. So this is another way of saying the relativity, the theory of relativity, that one thing is moving only in relation to something which is not. That's how Einstein discovered relativity, is that movement is relative. If something is stable, then you can notice something passing by. But if both are moving, this finger may not know that the other is moving or stable, because he does not know himself is moving or stable. Only when there is a variance, like you go to a train station and the train comes, the platform is not moving, so you notice the train moving and then it stops. But if both platform and train begin to move, then it will be kind of difficult to see which one is moving or which one is not. And you notice the tree is moving backward because train is moving forward. So these are the concepts from relativity, and I hope you have gotten the essence of the message, that something doesn't move is required to prove that something is moving, because something is moving only in relation to. Now when we expand it at the macro level, totality level, then something, because you see everything is moving. We are moving, planets are moving, universe, galaxy, everything is moving. But there is something that must not be moving. You see, your thoughts are moving. So thoughts are moving in relation to a quiet mind. Right? Energy is moving in relation to stillness. So our great sages and thinkers and philosophers have given this concept that consciousness is the ultimate presence against which all the things happen, are created, and movement takes place. So most stable, most original, causeless concept of consciousness from which movement emerges, movement solidifies, then objects emerge. So there is a lot more can be said, but this is the idea that for anything to move and for you to observe its movement, it has to be observed against a backdrop which is not moving. So think more about it, you'll have fun. Thanks for listening and see you again soon.